someone. James?
9. 9.
Oh, okay,
Whoa.
Lini?
9.
A sudden voice returns me to reality. Oh, is something wrong? What kind of name is 9?
The 9th child. Is something wrong? You weren't responding.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, what strange website were
Just an ordinary gaming site.
you okay?
I'm fine. Just didn't get enough sleep.
Is that so? Well, make sure you get plenty of rest during lunchtime.
Understood.
The manager told me to give you these documents. Like the others, have to be done before the new year.
Okay, thanks for bringing them over.
I was passing by, it was no bother. That's all for now. Let me know if you have any questions.
Okay. It's only until I saw her back slowly disappear did I breathe a sigh of relief. Though she's my colleague and we had the same job, she's still my senior. She helped me a lot when I first entered this company. Should pay more attention next time I space out like that again. What's on my mind just then? The question soon has its answer. As I look at the documents in my hands, I again recall what happened earlier that morning. The manager wanted me to work on our next project, and his document contains the details. Filled with paragraph blocks and tedious operations, everything must be done before the new year. Honestly, these tasks are becoming a little boring. Every now and then I think about quitting my job. However, every time I get that idea, I recall how things were before I got this job and immediately recoil. After all, something did happen to me a while ago. So I'm so grateful that this company didn't reject me, despite my past. Instead, they hired me, bringing me one step closer to my dream. However, now it feels like I'm still so far away from achieving my dream. Even if this is the right path, those are my feelings. James. James.
Are you alright?
Huh?
You, sighed just now.
Oh, did I?
It's like performing a 10-pull gotcha, but not even getting one decent reward.
What made you think of such an analogy? Like her, he's my colleague and senior. Also, I report directly to him. He helped me a lot with my work. We get along well. We're actually more like friends.
Oh, I know. About that, project the manager was talking about this morning.
Yes.
Good luck. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to ask.
He keeps raising his eyebrows as he speaks. Really? I understand. It's the end of the month. It's probably New Year's quota. What kind of figurine is it this time?
Magical girl.
Oh, that's expensive.
This won't end well if my wife finds out.
Alright, I'll accept it for you.
Thanks.
Shouldn't we be more careful in case she overhears us?
Relax. I made sure she went back to her seat before coming over. There won't be...
9. Here are the files.
Alright. Before he could finish his sentence, she's already here. Is this what they call an event flag?
Don't your feet make any sounds while walking?
No, I've always been like that.
And why use a flash drive?
No particular reason. I was on my way over.
On your way over?
Phone. You didn't pick up your phone, so sister called me instead.
I'll talk to her now.
Take your time. Both of us watch as he picks up the phone and leaves. Looking at his back, I sense an incredibly strong feeling radiating from his body. A sense of fear, but also of warmth and happiness. Is that what they mean by a real man?
God, I can't believe it. I'm not against him collecting figurines. But he's already passed his limit. His room was filled with them the last time I looked. I'm not surprised that sister is limiting his purchases.
You're afraid that the living room would be flooded with figurines one day. Is that right?
Right. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Oh, here are the files. Do your best on the project.
Alrighty. I'll get this done as soon as possible.
Great.
Conversations die down as lunchtime is almost over. The ambience of ordinary office life slowly returns. The continuous clicking sounds on keyboards is proof that everyone is focusing again on their work. I actually like this atmosphere since it forces me to concentrate fully on the work at hand. Considering the industry we're in, it might take people by surprise. I am a game designer. With intense passion, I would have put myself out there in the sea of dreams when I first started this job. However, time gradually dulled my enthusiasm as reality set in. More often, compromises must be made in the name of commercial viability and making a living. Perhaps children would be envious to have my job. However, reality isn't as simple. This job isn't as wonderful as they imagine it to be. Realistic considerations have to be weighed heavily. I was once such a naive child. Okay, let's finish up for today. I'm deeply satisfied after reviewing the project plan one more time. Stand up, rotate my neck, swing my arms. Let my stiff body regain some motion. Turn to look at the time. Clock indicates that it's 11 o'clock. I didn't realize how late it was, as I already said goodnight to my colleagues. As far as I can tell, no one else is in the office. Since it's Friday, that comes as no surprise. It's unlikely that anyone else would stay this late, having the weekend to look forward to. Okay, turning off the computer. Put on my coat, making sure that all the documents are in my bag before leaving the office. Well, so cold. When I think about it, it's almost this New Year. The winter solstice is only a few days away. Always feels colder this time of year. I see my breath as a white layer of fog. My voice, stiff and freezing, also feels cold. I hear my inner voice echoing from my heart, nagging me to make some personal changes. Perhaps because it's almost the New Year, during this time, I reflect deeply on myself. Nothing in my life has changed. Another year's gone by without any progress. Despite that, I'm barely holding on to my dream. All I'm doing is going around in circles. How can I take the next step forward? The thought keeps occupying my mind. For every play that reads my script, I want to give it a sense of warmth. How exactly can I do that? The night is filled with twinkling stars. Stars appear close to each other but are really very far apart. The only constant is that they all shine brightly in this cradle called the universe. Maybe tomorrow they'll move closer or farther apart. Or maybe a new star will appear and shine and sparkle us so vividly. tomorrow full of unknown possibilities means that nothing is definite in this world. That's why, don't be afraid to fail. But to do so now while I still have the energy to bounce back. Don't waste a moment. Don't lose the opportunity to reflect. Yet the path ahead is dark. I still have to believe and move forward. If someone like me has overcome the most grueling of challenges, it shouldn't be a problem. Let's keep trying to move forward. Look for that tiny crack and break through. Eventually, that flickering light in the distance will become a torch, my beacon. It's a brand new week. Since I worked overtime on Friday, I should be able to finish the project during my normal work hours. Not in satisfaction of my time management skills. Assuming there are no accidents. After all, in this industry, unexpected events can happen. You be given a sudden deadline. Okay, I'll deal with it if that happens. Anyway, I should be able to get off work at my usual time, then I can go and focus on my goal. During the weekend, I make progress. All that's left is the ending.
Oh, morning. 9:30 on the dot. Same as usual, huh?
The MRT has a fixed schedule. Can't help it come at this time. So do you need me to pick it up?
Of course. I must have the limited edition.
As he finishes speaking, looks towards her seat in worry. She isn't here yet.
I'm counting on you. I'll go to your place and pick it up in a few days.
No problem. However, you're not sooner or later. She's gonna find out, right?
Relax. That won't be a problem. After all, this time of year is the best time to persuade her.
Soon, it is night. Time sure flies when you're concentrating on work. Most of my colleagues have already left the office. Good night. I'm gonna leave now.
Oh, good night. Take care.
See you tomorrow.
I'd have been in farewell to my colleagues. I'll leave the office. As I do so, hear them talking about Christmas. That's when it dawns on me that Christmas really is the best time to persuade her. Okay, then you better step up. Speaking of Christmas, I've never done anything special on that day. During this time, I only care about the limited events of my favorite games. I should set aside those thoughts and not get distracted. Pick up my belongings and leave the building. Stars appear to be even more visible tonight. Looks like we have good weather for the new year. Be even better if it was just a little warmer. Today, I will execute my goal. Okay, let's go. Stretch my body and yawn. After I take a deep breath, relaxing my muscles. Begin my walk to the MRT. Eight o'clock. I arrive at Mending. Mending is the most popular commercial district in Taipei. So is crowded. Even during this cold winter season, it's still crowded. Constant chatters, accompanied by sweet and savory aromas emerging from the food stalls, will help me to relax. Sarah is also close to home, taking only 10 minutes by bike. Alright, now then, I should get something to eat first. On this cold night, with the various aromas attacking my senses, I can't take it anymore. Whenever I come to Mending, the most important goal is to look for delicious treats. At the very least, I'll never pass up on a chance for my tongue to experience happiness. My cold, hungry body approaches this food paradise. However, that anticipated happiness soon disappears. I totally underestimate the size of that crowd. It's 8 o'clock and all the restaurants are busy. Take 10 or more minutes of waiting. Christmas has really cast its magic. There are more people than usual. I have to wait in line. That won't do. I don't like waiting. What should I do then? Just want something to eat. The answer is simple. You buy something from a food stall. Wouldn't matter how long it takes to find a nice place. The most important thing is that the food must be delicious. The food should feel fulfilling and satisfying. That's when I see a familiar icon. See the image of a fluffy, red, curly-haired, red-nosed figure, the representative of this food chain. Most importantly, I see that seats are still available. True, this place offers delicious food, but it can be considered poisonous too. Even fully knowing what it does to your body, you still want to eat it like there's no tomorrow. But people like me who work overtime, we need to eat efficiently. So I regularly visit this place, and I get tired doing so. Taking that first bite of fried chicken, sipping that soda, the delicacies from heaven. If this isn't poison, then what is? Because of these foods and drinks, I got a little pudgier. I see a new advertisement at the door, I tell myself that I shouldn't eat here. It'd be better for the sake of my health. Frank?
Here's your beef burger set and extra fried chicken breast. Enjoy.
Quietly walked over to his window seat after getting my order. I definitely didn't intend to get the newly advertised set meal. It was only after some thinking that the pros outweighed the cons. It wasn't just for superficial reasons, like it's too cold so it's better to eat indoors. I can make progress with my goal here. My one hand reaches for the laptop in my bag, the other hand holds the burger and I begin to eat. When I have free time, I come here to work on my plan. Working on my game script. In other words, I'm writing a story. Creating a whole new world and immersing my readers into that environment brings me joy. It's all started when I used to play RPGs as a child. I was very young, the character interactions made a huge impression on me. I remember crying over a character's death, which made me sad for a very long time. At the time, my parents were confused. They thought I'd been bullied or something terrible had happened. It wasn't until after they'd comforted me they found out. Then they ended up scolding me heavily. Never forget that feeling when I got immersed in a deeply touching story. Since then, I've been working towards the same goal, to create a world that would touch the hearts of my readers. That's why I came to Mending, to write my story whenever I have free time. Despite having finished a few stories and gained some recognition online, they're not anything special. They're pretty ordinary stories. Need to practice writing, reading, and thinking more. Why did I choose such a noisy environment to work on my story? Oh, that's my secret. I'm sure not the only one to have encountered such a situation. When you're stuck, you used to listen to music, play games, and even watch movies as sources of inspiration. However, that isn't what I do. I prefer watching people. I know that might be a strange hobby. If I find myself unintentionally staring at a little girl for too long, it might not end well. I do want to make it very clear that I'm not a lolicon. To blend in, I go to crowded places and observe passerby. Each person has their own story, which shows through their appearance and their company. Of course, this doesn't apply to everyone, but for me, this is how I best get inspiration. Usually, I'll sit outside on a bench. My senses are awake, helping me to find inspiration. Like the family of three, happily leaving the restaurant. Like those sisters have finished their shopping, heading home. The hungry students heading towards the food stalls. An office worker leaving the MRT, looking for their lover. People make their fate, creating their own stories. That's how I find inspiration. Today, though, I'm sitting inside because it's cold. It's different looking out through the window. I'm really enjoying this feeling. Once you have that cup of coffee, you can just watch people walk by for the whole day. Power up your laptop, open that doc. Continue the file you were previously working on. Observe people and write their stories. Doesn't take long before I see someone who stands out. Girl sitting outside on a bench. Like she's been sitting there since I went inside the restaurant. She's reading a book, which I find strange. On such a cold and chilly night, with the streets crowded, she's sitting alone, reading a book. Despite that it's dark, the streetlights give off plenty of light, but something still doesn't feel right. That's when I begin piecing together her story. Going from A to B, then from B to C, then going back to A. I'm deep in thought, unable to avert my eyes from that girl. Her black hair shines beautifully. Her posture conveys a unique temperament. Though she's wearing a woolen coat, I can see that she has a slim figure. Blue jeans complement her tall, slender figure. For a moment, I thought she was a pop star. Unfortunately, because of this window, I can't properly observe her. It's frozen like a statue. Posture stayed the same the entire time I've been watching her. Looking at her book, I'm guessing that's a light novel. Though I try to figure out what kind of book she's reading, I can't tell. She'd have to tell me herself. After all, the book has a blank white cover. Why hide its cover? Is it not meant to be read in public? Is it a diary, light novel, or even an adult novel? Immediately I tossed these ideas aside. She wouldn't even take it out in public if it was embarrassing. Not to mention there would be some misunderstanding. I know how long I've been watching her, and the burger and fried chicken I had was no longer in front of me. Oh, she's finally moving. She closes her book, stands up, and stretches her back. I hear her relaxing her muscles, eating through this piece of glass. Thanks to her, I finally have some inspiration. A cold, distant, mysterious girl who loves to read. This is my initial impression of her. Also, her appearance would be perfect for the new character of the story I have in mind. Oh? Did our eyes meet? I immediately look away. Only because she was looking at me. Can't be. I pretend to be calm, though I'm looking at her. Eyes dart around aimlessly. Slowly, my vision focuses again on her. Curiosity killed the cat. My immediately thought is that I'm in trouble. Immediately, my head moves. Yes, I lowered my head. She's definitely looking at me. Immediately, I feel embarrassed. If someone's watching, they'll see my blushing face. Because of that, it no longer feels chilly. I've been staring for too long. Probably look suspicious. I pretend as though nothing had happened and stop myself with a few French fries before looking up again. Let's look out the window. She's no longer there. I'm not surprised. Would have been comfortable if someone was staring at me like that. However, this sudden turn of events is stirring up many emotions. I feel like it could come with a good plot. Even though I feel bad for her, getting inspired like this makes me happy. Phew. Next 10 minutes or so, my fingers keep working on the laptop, the keys making a continuous clicking sound. During that time, customers continue to enter and leave. You can clearly hear their conversations, even from the people at the counter. No wonder it's a popular fast food chain. There are always so many customers. Why needs to be a source of inspiration?
Here's your medium french fries and hot black tea, miss. Enjoy.
I continue to hear the words from my surroundings. You can slowly take them in. It can come with a whole new experience. Alright, what's gonna happen in the next scene? Suddenly, someone taps lightly on my left shoulder. Turn my head towards the left, but then I hear a voice on my right. And there's the sound of something being placed on the table, and I hear a woman's voice. CJ?
Excuse me, is anyone sitting here?
Usually this only happens between people who aren't strangers. Done it a few times myself. You can joke around a bit, but the point is that you're already familiar with that person. However, when it's a stranger, you can't help but feel dismayed. Because you don't know that person's limits can be easy to get into arguments. This woman indeed is a total stranger. However, I don't feel any dismay or irritation. Instead, I feel guilty. She's the girl I was staring at earlier.
Is there a problem?
No, no problem.
Is that so? Then I'll just sit here.
She's already sitting down. Shouldn't she have waited for my reply first? Besides, there are plenty of other empty seats.
Is there something on your mind?
Not really.
I see.
Turns away from me, eating her french fries and drinking her black tea. She's steadier and calmer than expected. Her posture conveys a cool, aloof aura. Initially, I thought she was a 19-year-old university student. However, I don't think that's the case. She isn't a girl, but she isn't a mature woman either. Yes, she's in that ambiguous phase. She is an adolescent, but she hasn't yet reached that age of maturity. If someone told me that she'd been a prom queen or model in high school, I would have believed them. Of course, I could see her as an ice queen. Anyway, I think she's around my age. However, she appears to have dark circles under her eyes, but they don't appear to make her any less beautiful. They make her icy cold temperament even more powerful.
Oh? Is there something else?
No. I really focused my eyes on my screen. I stared at her for too long. She called me out on it. I felt this embarrassed in a very long time. I still remember the first time I felt embarrassed. It's when I had to be on stage. I should stop and recall a memory I would rather forget.
Is that a novel?
Hmm?
There, the words on your screen. What are you writing? Looks interesting.
I consciously minimized the document on my computer. It's not a novel.
Oh? Is it a script? Don't look at me like that. I'm quite familiar with scripts.
What do you mean?
Can I read it?
No?
Really?
Is this just my imagination? She seems a bit disappointed. Or perhaps I didn't say something I should have. That makes sense, considering she was the one who approached me and started this conversation. I panicked and missed my chance. I still rectified the situation. I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
Well, because... Oh, I want to say it's a bit embarrassing. It's like being caught red-handed for doing something bad. Sorry for staring at you earlier. I didn't mean to. Please forgive me. When I think about it, this was a very minor thing. I shouldn't even be apologizing for it. I was only staring at her. I didn't do anything to her. I was only looking because I was curious. I could tell myself that I wasn't in the wrong. Not to mention I already apologized. Maybe I just feel bad making someone uncomfortable.
Oh? Did that happen?
Eh?
I see. So that's why you're apologizing.
Wait, that wasn't it. Then why are you speaking with me? No, not handsome or anywhere close to it.
Oh? Is that so? look, haven't our eyes met twice already? But you looked away so quickly. Out of curiosity, I decided to come over and have a better look. But you didn't seem to notice. Since you admitted your wrongdoing, shouldn't you be making it up to me?
At that moment, a thought occurs to me. Am I being led on?
You look confused. I'm just kidding. I wasn't serious. Sorry.
Huh. You can read it, but please don't expect too much.
Oh?
Immediately, I regret it. I regret what I just said. You can read it. Who am I, a famous author? Not to mention that she's a stranger. A total stranger. Where did I find the courage to say those words? No, maybe it wasn't courage. It was intuition. The words just came out of my mouth without any thought. It was her expression that caught my eye. It's only for the second that I felt like she was hiding something from me. And her eyes widened.
Can I really read it?
Looks like she can't believe I gave my permission. It's understandable, considering that I can't believe it either. Just a script. Looking for a good essay or novel, you'll probably be disappointed. Still, it's just writing. Compared to paintings or music that are more easily expressed, words are harder to appreciate. Also, it's just a script, a very simple way of expressing oneself with words.
Okay, that's fine with me. I already told you, I'm also familiar with scripts.
That sounds suspicious. Should I take back my words? However, I'm already opening the folder with the documents, pushing the laptop towards her. She looks at the list of files for a bit before opening the document called Prologue. I have to think about it. This is my first time sharing my work with a stranger. Though many people online have reviewed my work, having someone in person read it is embarrassing. I hope she doesn't laugh at the over-the-top content. Doll. I have a fragile heart. It's been half an hour, but it feels like twice that amount of time has passed. I watch the pass by from the window while I eat my cold, remaining french fries. At the same time, I can hear the sounds of the keyboard clicking in a regular rhythm. My heart can't help beating more quickly. I do want someone in person offering feedback. I want to be favorable feedback, but I can at least benefit from it.
Is this a script for a game?
Yes, it is.
No wonder I'm able to imagine the scenes as they unfold. But...
Takes out a packet of tissues from her coat pocket. Pulls out a few tissues and turns her head to the side.
I'm sorry. When the weather is like this, my nose feels itchy.
Sensitive?
It's nothing.
She then quickly faces me. I should wait for her to say something. So why this lengthy pause?
It's getting late. It's already 10.
You probably have to work
Probably
tomorrow. Oh, sorry. Yes, I'm not a student.
I can tell. You don't look that young.
Is that a compliment towards my maturity?
Sure. But let's call it a day. Good night.
That's it? And she leaves and I stare at her in bewilderment. She takes her away her tray. This is bad. I didn't expect this reaction. Getting a cold shoulder is worse than getting laughed at or receiving harsh criticism. Even my heart is shattering. Is it really that bad? I sighed deeply. At least I know I'm still not good enough. I was quite confident about my abilities.
I'm sorry. I almost forgot.
I hear her voice again. She's standing behind me.
Sorry, did I startle you?
Weren't you just leaving?
I was only putting my tray away. I just wanted to tell you. Don't forget to come back tomorrow, man of maturity.
Tomorrow? What do you mean by that? Why?
That's it. Good night.
She quickly heads out, leaving no trace. Like a whirlwind, suddenly approaching me for a chat, leaving on our own terms. I have no idea what just happened. You know, I didn't do much. I feel more tired than usual. However, there's one thing I was wrong about. She isn't the cold, icy type. Maybe more like the arrogant, devilish type. Personality doesn't match her appearance at all. But, staring at my laptop and calling her reaction, I can't help but feel disappointed. Still a lot to improve. I'll take a few ups and downs before I can grow as a writer. However, if I fail, as long as I accept the reality, I can improve and become better. That's what I always thought. Can't give up now. Anyway, the script is almost complete. Just start thinking about my next script. It should be the ending for the story. What emotions did I pour into it at this time? Ending that never was. Quiet ending, as if nothing ever happened. A calm, peaceful ending. It's not really difficult to put into the words that you don't want to convey. However, I know that I had to take the first step. Taking that first step to the ending. Definitely faced lots of frustration before I could get there. I'll think about it on the way home. Turn off my laptop, put away my tray, get ready to leave. Tomorrow, I should feel refreshed and work hard. A lot of work needs to be done. This is the land blessed by nature, wrapped in a blossoming green. In spring, the hills are covered with flowers. A refreshing breeze awakens the mind and soul. In summer, the land is blessed by nature for all to enjoy. They have both magnificent waterfalls and babbling rivers, proof of nature's work. In autumn, interwoven foliage is so vivid and rich, like being in the middle of Earth's playground. Winter brings forth a sea of white, giving the world a sense of peace. This is what the land is like, a land of seasons, blessed by nature. This little girl still remembers that one morning in spring, she was standing beside her grandma across a field of blooming flowers, bidding farewell to her father. She tried hard to hold back her tears. She got a tight grip on her grandma's gentle hand, watching as the figure of her father slowly faded into the horizon. She set a goal for herself. She would follow her father's example, to be strong but gentle person. Her in town, trusted her father, brought happiness and laughter, and helped to solve the problems around him. Also, the girl admired him as a father. Grandma was proud of him as her son. He always believed in himself and marched forward towards his goal. Never wavered, even when facing obstacles. That's why she wanted to become like her father, to follow in his footsteps, to ease their pain, listen to their worries, spread happiness to everyone. The genuine expression on his face was deeply engraved in the girl's heart. The girl opens her eyes, remembering that spring from 6 years ago, the last time she saw her father. Now it's spring again, the season of blossoming green. Having completed her lessons for the day in the city, the girl takes a carriage and returns to her beautiful little town. The person who greeted her and the girl's remaining relative. CJ, maybe?
Believe in your dream. Don't worry about how others see you. There might be setbacks, However, you must believe that in night's darkness, a bright sparkling star will be born. Move forward with all your being, undaunted by the path with no end in sight. Waiting for you at the end is the one who will enter your soul. Oh, you're finally awake?
Still trying to figure out how I got here.
You were being hit on, I think. Oh, was it your first time?
I don't believe that. For a lot of guys, this would be their first time.
Then it's the same for both of us. I can read you like an open book. If you can't accept that, let's try something else.
Like what?
Pretend you're here to keep me company. There doesn't need to be any special reason. Oh, you seem to be okay with that?
Anyway, you have to read a script out loud? My fragile heart can't take it.
But I thought you wanted my feedback. These lines are full of positive vibes and filled with dreams. Unhinged by obstacles, braving every challenge. Even when disappointment is around every corner, my conviction to go forward will only become stronger. I really like this part.
She picks up a piece of thinly sliced rare beef with a metal chopsticks and chews on it. You might be wondering, are the two of us who have yet to exchange our names, have only known each other for fewer than 2 hours, are now having dinner together at a barbecue restaurant?
Hey, eat. You must be hungry. They limit how long customers can stay. Don't waste it.
I gaze at the juicy slice of beef before me. I gradually give in to its savory smell and its irresistible appearance. I pick up a piece, begin to eat. Delicious. It is truly worthy of being called a delicacy. Oily but not greasy, the fatty texture instantly melts in the mouth. Absolutely exquisite. As I enjoy its taste, I recall how it got here. Yes, that's right. It's around 6 in the evening. People in the office were starting to leave. Phew. Expect things to go smoothly today.
Why are you surprised? You were working even during lunchtime.
You're right. I intended to stay at the office until 7 p.m. However, I remember what she told me before we left.
Don't forget to come tomorrow, man of maturity.
Come tomorrow as well? Because of that, I felt extra motivated, making more progress at a faster pace. Before I knew it, there were only 10 minutes left until the end of lunchtime.
You're working very hard. Is a new game coming out soon?
I don't think so.
Why do you sound uncertain?
Should you be looking forward to it too? You know what a limited
You...
You know what a limited edition figure.
You really have an eye for those things. I wonder how it'll end. I can't wait. But...
What's wrong?
Nothing. I should go home and get ready for the show. Bye.
Oh, bye. It wasn't until after my colleague left that I remembered that anime series is ending today. As I realized this, I sensed a bit of panic. Is that what it feels like to have great expectations for someone? Yes, I admit that's the case. Really, I just want to hear her thoughts about my script. However, I can't avoid having unwarranted expectations. After all, She is beautiful. I am a man. The guy would be able to stay calm when a beautiful girl invites him out. As the saying goes, though, roses have thorns, so it's best to remain cautious. I've given myself excuses as I leave the office. At 7 in the evening, I arrive in Ximending. Immediately I see a Christmas tree illuminated by many colorful lights as I exit the MRT station. Oh, now that I think about it, when did this Christmas tree appear in Ximending? A week ago? Or was it a month ago? I didn't think about it too long though. After all, it's that time of year. It'll be Christmas in a few days. The day that rise and then leaves again. But will she come? I'm an hour early, but I head towards that place anyway. To the bench that's hard to miss when anyone comes to Ximending. Of course, she isn't on the bench. Why should that be a surprise? After all, she's a stranger to me. Well, I should go to the fast food place and wait till it's 8. So I'm about to open the door, hear a familiar voice from behind. Eh?
Why are you here?
I just got off work? Why am I stuttering? I'm intimidated by her. I keep trying to tell myself that. To appear calm, I switch my thoughts back into reality.
I thought you were going to be here at 8. I was planning to wait for you. Since you're right on time and I just arrived, we can probably still change our reservation. Let's go.
Where to?
Dinner, of course. Why did you stop eating?
I have a lot of questions for you.
Alright.
You've been waiting here since 7?
A little before 7.
You look like you don't believe me. Oh, shit.
Alright, just eat and I'll explain. Tina. And you?
Tina?
Yes, that's my name. And what's your name?
9. You can call me 9.
Oh. Is that your internet alias?
Of course not.
I thought you'd be the same as your online persona.
Really? It's almost like a treasure trove nowadays. I don't want a stranger to look for dirt for my history.
True.
Judging by your reaction, might have experienced that?
Is it obvious? As I said before, though, stay quiet and I'll explain. Alright?
Alright.
Yes, I started talking to you because I noticed you staring at me. Actually, I just wanted to come over and see what you were doing. Also, I must admit that I thought you were up to no good.
Up to no good.
Like, uploading a photo of me?
Wait just a second. I was just...
Looking for inspiration? I understand. I often look for inspiration too. Don't look at me like that. I did feel guilty.
So, that's why I'm here?
Of course. That includes the script too. As I said, I like some parts of the script. What is it?
I was beginning to think you had nothing noteworthy to say about it.
Oh, is it because of what happened yesterday? I'm sorry. I remembered I had something important to do. I wasn't intentionally avoiding your questions. As thanks, this is my treat. This restaurant is good. I read its online reviews and it has really high ratings.
This place must be expensive.
It's okay. This place is only open in northern Taiwan. I wouldn't eat here normally. even if I wanted to.
You live in Taiwan?
Yeah, I'm here on vacation. I'm staying at a nearby hotel. That's why I was able to get here at 7. Rather, I've been exploring Jimending for the past couple of days.
Vacation? You're still a student?
No student would describe their holidays as a vacation, right? Rather, what student has time off in December?
Oh, so you're working. You just took a long vacation?
That's about right.
Did you tell your boss you were going to travel overseas? Or all you really wanted was a solo relaxed vacation?
That's a good spin on it. Let's say that's what happened.
Oh? Sounds very suspicious.
Why?
I'll just pretend that's what happened.
Good.
We engaged in friendly chat for the next 10 minutes or so. In a short time spent together, I have a really good impression of her. How she speaks, to her etiquette, and subtlety of her manners shows that she has a fine temperament. We come from completely different worlds. She was probably the popular high school student.
A girl who's chasing her dreams but must choose between. It's a fantasy, but surprisingly feels realistic, doesn't it? What's this based on?
Based on... I was the source of inspiration?
I see. So it's a life experience. I use it too. Sometimes I look back and wonder what would have happened. If I'd made a different choice, or if one of my past actions had ended up in success. I retrace those steps and imagine what would have happened.
There's so many branches in our lives. Every branch can lead us down a different path.
So this script is basically a branch of one of your short what-if stories?
Feels like... you can say that.
So there's no need to feel embarrassed. In some ways, we think alike.
After all, such conversations rarely happen in real life.
You should get used to it. There's a first time for everyone. Alright, time's up.
She stands up suddenly and takes the bill. Eh? Is she really gonna pay for everything? Probably spent over 2,000. It's not a lot, but not a small amount either. I can let her, whom I don't even consider a friend, take care of the bill. Wait. She looks at me in confusion. We should split the bill.
That's not necessary. I was the one who dragged you in here.
No, you shouldn't.
Oh? Are you trying to act manly?
That's not it. Besides, should you really be using that word in this situation? Anyway,
How about this?
points to my bag. Indicating she's pointing to the laptop inside my bag.
Let me continue reading it after, okay? Also, you can pay me for the next meal.
Wait, next meal? She approaches the cashier without answering my question. Though I'm fine with her reading the script. Next time, is it... Feels like she's been leading me on. It's just my imagination. Isn't it? I just look at her, remember my original goal. Once again, I'm deep in thought as I appreciate her unique temperament. What story does she have to tell? Why is she doing this? Does she simply want to read my script? Or or she wants to pass the time. She's a cheerful, outgoing girl. Whereas I'm an introvert who's into anime and video games. Normally our paths wouldn't never cross. This shouldn't have happened. However, when I think about it, she might be a gamer too. As I continue to think, something feels off, but I don't know what it is. Why do I let myself continue to be led on by her? Could just ignore her and have everything back to the way it was. Such a strange person. I'm looking at her as she pays the bills. I feel bad if I just suddenly leave. Strange. What a strange person. She walked towards the door and gestures towards me, letting me know that everything's okay. Grab my belongings and approach her.
It's just an illusion.
What?
Your thoughts are written all over your face.
My thoughts.
Oh, what do you think?
I'm wondering whether you're older than me.
That's why I said it's an illusion.
It bothers you?
Not really.
Hmm.
But I guess we're about the same age. I could be much younger.
That's definitely an illusion.
Maybe I'm an elf girl who can live for 2,000 years.
Huh.
Don't make such a face. Shouldn't creative writers think like that? Anyway, it's your turn. There are seats over there. There's enough light to see too.
So as you said. And a bit of back and forth, we sit on a bench in the center of side mending. If it was just any normal day, our behavior would be considered normal. However, this time, my laptop's on the girl's lap. Tina, that's her name, or rather, her alias. Speaking of her, this is the first time a girl asked for my name outside work or school. Calling my days as a student had average or, more accurately, mediocre success with girls. I count a number of my female friends here more than acquaintances, not including colleagues, only comes to one. We talk to each other once in a while, and our conversations never go beyond small talk. I should put aside those ridiculous thoughts. Looks like having someone beside me reading my script makes me nervous. Not to mention, she's so focused. On a cold day like this, having a warm drink is nice. I'm gonna buy a drink. You want anything?
I'll have what you're having. Thank you. A latte?
You don't like coffee?
I like it. Sort of. I often buy a cup at work. But isn't it late to be having coffee? Don't you need sleep later? Office worker 9.
I can fall asleep, even after drinking coffee.
Oh, that's unusual.
Got into the habit of drinking lattes. I should have gotten hot chocolate.
Nah, it's nice to have a cup of latte at night every once in a while. Also, I said I wanted to have what you're having. So if I asked you for something else, that'd be rude of me, wouldn't it?
I can see that, especially after having dinner with you.
Why don't you think about where to have dinner tomorrow?
Sighs upon seeing me not reacting. She puts the latte on a bench and turns off the laptop before handing it back to me.
I've read all I can for today. Thanks. Are you going to accept my invitation for tomorrow? Wow, I have no idea if you're just being overly cautious. I thought you were just going to buy a drink from the vending machine. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw you walk into the convenience store. You do realize I still have your laptop? Probably costs $30K, right? But let's not talk about that. The documents are probably priceless to you, being a writer and all, right? Did you make backups? Hey, don't suddenly look away when your face has that. Oh, you're right, look.
I take a deep breath and take the laptop from her hands. I look at the girl, Tina, in front of me. Since that she's giggling on the inside. So, why are you inviting me?
Didn't I already tell you? It's because of the script. I want to see how your plot will develop. From folder I saw, there are 5 chapters.
Yeah, I want to begin writing the 5th chapter.
I've read 2 chapters so far. Hopefully I can finish them all before my vacation ends.
Hopefully.
But there's another reason.
Turns her back against me, picks up her coffee from the bench, takes a sip, and... turns around, looks back at me mischievously. Again, I'm totally taken in by her aura. Playful leaps. Her black silky hair shines vividly under the multicolored streetlights. Her youthful face entrances my eyes. I can confirm that she's definitely beautiful, like a model. There's no doubt about that. However, underneath her innocent smile, there's a slight discord. The dark circles on her eyes contrast with the purity of her smile. As I look closer, I see that her eyes are a bit red. Suddenly, an unusual thought pops into my head. It appears that she's been isolated from this world. No, maybe she's isolating herself from this world. Confronted by her question, I couldn't think of a reply. I wanted to say something, but the words were stuck in my throat and refused to come out. Why does she look so sad? Under the streetlights, her body reflects a grayish hue. She's unable to hide. Cannot say or do anything to reply. Can only observe quietly and gaze into her world from outside. Until...
Alright, time's up.
Immediately, her voice returns me to reality. Unexplainable atmosphere. Indescribable emotions. Words can't express what just happened. Then, what's the other reason?
Should I tell you?
Just then, I thought I sensed her laughing mischievously. This time, though, is different, in the sense that sadness I felt before. The dreamlike sensation I experienced blew away, like dust.
I'm just kidding. It isn't anything special. Since I'm filing Taipei, I want to explore the city. Also, if I have a guide to show me around, that'd be great.
I am to be that guide. I should give you a heads up. I'm not familiar with places. Basically, I have no idea of the best places to sightsee or eat at. It's true, I don't go out often. Staying at home's more relaxing.
I see. That's a shame. Oh, I heard that there's a commercial building in Zemending. On the top floor is a game arcade. There are food stalls and other things to do. Also, I heard you can buy daily items. Do you know where it is? I've been searching for the past couple of days, but I still can't find it.
You mean the when neon building? It's over there. I pointed to a tall square building behind us. This building has everything from snacks to clothes, toys to gaming arcades. A very typical commercial building in Taipei.
Oh, then you passed.
Oh? Feels like the third time we let on.
Isn't it obvious? Even though I haven't said anything, I'm from that world too.
Though she didn't make it obvious, I'm certain that she's into ACG, anime, comics, and games.
That's why I don't need to visit any famous tourist sites or popular food stalls. I only want to go to places where people like us can have fun. That's more than enough.
Have you considered I might not be that kind of person?
What are you talking about? Your name tag says otherwise. You didn't notice?
That's when I realized that not just today, but yesterday too. I had a company name tag around my neck. Of course she knows that I work for a gaming company. Still, isn't it a little forward to ask a guy to accompany you? Not to mention that invitation is from such a beautiful lady. However, I dare not say that out loud.
I just know that only someone who's kind at heart can write such a script.
Like children who learn music can never become bad.
No, that's not it. Your script reveals what kind of person you are. Someone with deep, insightful thoughts. I doubt this could be written by someone who can think from different perspectives, or doesn't have complete empathy towards others.
Praise. Is she praising me? My body's shaking a little over her words. My hand reaches up to scratch my head. Oh, really? Never received such feedback before. It's not the usual praise I get. Rather, it's feedback from someone who analyzed my writing process. Honestly, I can't help feeling happy.
Embarrassed?
Anyone would feel so. Alright. I'll go with you tomorrow or maybe the day after. Is that okay?
Yep. I look forward to our date.
If I was 10 years younger, I would have totally fallen for that.
If we hadn't been 10 years younger, I would never have been brave enough to say such a thing.
Haha. Oh, we both laughed at the same time a few seconds later. You know, we've only been around each other for a few hours these past 2 days. I've got to see her smile many times. However, her smile now is generally coming from her heart.
Looks like I won't be bored for the next few days. But tomorrow's Christmas Eve. The day after is Christmas. Aren't you planning to go out with friends?
You want to back out? But for me, friends are just people online who talk smack and play games together. If I had to go out with them and worry about their feelings, I'll be uncomfortable.
What a coincidence. Looks like we think alike.
Is it a bit hypocritical though, considering what we're doing right now?
Well, let's just say we aren't friends.
True, we're only acquaintances.
Yes, acquaintances. That's all.
Today would end just like that. However, I never imagined I'd be here with her. Both on the top floor to Wen Neon building. The game arcade. Would have thought you'd been here before.
I really haven't. I've only heard of this place. Also, going with someone makes a big difference. I was just thinking, you're letting me read your script, and you also agreed to meet up with me for the next couple of days.
No way.
True. That's why I have a suggestion. From now on, I'll do everything to make sure you have fun. Come on, let's play.
Looks like a child as she runs off. However, I'm a little excited too, seeing those arcade machines. Last time I played on one was when I was a student. At 9 p.m., the arcade closes at 10. Only 1 hour to give it on my all. What are you doing?
Inserting a coin?
What's that coin you're holding?
$10.
Stop or attendants will say something.
Hmm?
She looks at me in confusion. This really does look like her first time in an arcade place. Is this your first time in this kind of machine?
I've played on a claw machine before.
There are indeed many on the streets, eh? She finally realizes her mistake and turns away.
Yes, this is my first time. So where can I get tokens? At the counter?
Nope. You can get tokens to the machine over there.
Oh,
She quietly walks over to the machine I pointed to. Doesn't matter. It's not my place to say anything. I can relate. Things that get everyone else saw as obvious were confusing for me too. And someone finally points out the obvious. That realization feels strong. A crisp sound echoes into my ears. Whack-a-mole, a very simple, popular game. When a gopher heads pops out, hit it with a hammer and get points. Even for people who never played this game, you've probably seen it somewhere. There are even spin-off versions on phones, computers, and children's toys. Although it's popular, not many people can become masters of the game. And that crisp sounds reverberates. So I just want to ask, how are you so good at whack-a-mole? Breaking a record is already impressive, but breaking your own record after that? She smashed the record twice already. She claims that she never played it before today.
I'm happy being complimented. But aren't you going to earn extra points?
It's more of a question.
I've played this before.
Huh?
When I was a student, I played whack-a-mole almost every day. Oh, wait.
How many tokens did you put in? And she makes that familiar sound again.
Phew, that feels good. So this is real whack-a-mole.
Looks like it released a lot of steam.
Did I?
The machine seems a bit worn down now.
I only ever played on my computer before. I really wanted to play in a real arcade.
Even so,
Don't think about it. Hey, come on. Next game.
after that, from racing cars to shooting games to fighting games, we play almost every kind of game. We didn't waste 1 minute. When we finish one game, we immediately rush over to the next game. Our intention to have fun and change to competition. That's 5 wins and 5 losses.
Draw.
Count whack-a-mole, then I lost.
It doesn't count. I've played it like 1,000 times before.
Are you serious?
Of course, I'm not exaggerating. I'm kind of proud of it.
That's true. I can only admire. I can play so much. It can't be just to pass the time.
It's exactly that. Alright, we only have a few minutes left. Should we play another game to decide the winner?
the last time. I'm gonna try our luck this time.
Luck?
Said a machine near the entrance. It's a ticket lottery machine. Inserting a token, the ball rolls down and enters a hole below. The number of tickets equal to the number written on the hole.
Oh, this one's not bad.
Let's go. So you get more tickets.
What's the punishment for losing?
Let's go old school. Have the loser do something for the winner. Of course, it has to be something they can do.
You sure can be calculating, but I'll accept.
I'll go first. Why, this is simply a game with a bet. Can feel the rush of adrenaline. Insert a token and watch as the ball gradually rolls down and falls into one of the holes. 10 tickets. I'm going to win. Think to myself, after all, this is the silver prize. Now seeing I want to win the grand prize. There's a huge difference between the grand prize and the silver prize. Also getting it must be... Machine emits a bright light and trumpeting sound. The patches look towards us. The odds must be really low.
Did you just say what was on your mind?
Frustration builds up as the machine keeps spitting out tickets, as though it's broken.
Oh, does this mean I won?
1,000 tickets.
So, the punishment. I should think about it. 9.
Yes, I lost, but don't ask for something that I can't handle.
Don't worry. We agreed on the terms beforehand, right? Anyway, we should exchange these tickets for an item.
Yep, you can go to the counter to do that. Not sure what we can get. 1,010 tickets would probably only get you a medium prize.
But I can still get a dog, right?
Take our tickets to the counter. Looking hopeful. We can exchange it for something decent.
Excuse me.
Nika?
Yes, how may I help you? Oh, didn't you just win the grand prize? I saw you just now. Congratulations.
Thank you. Looks like I was lucky today.
The odds are really slim. I've only seen it happen twice since I started working here. Now you're the third.
Amazing that the odds are so slim. I admit it, I'm totally lost.
Does that mean I'm totally won?
No, I did win 5 times. That doesn't count as a total win.
Don't think on the small things. Then,
So you want to exchange these tickets for a reward?
yes. What can we exchange them for?
Since it's 1,000 tickets,
The system points to the items on the shelves.
they can be exchanged for anything except the large plush toys.
The large plush toys are displayed in the most visible positions. At least 3,000 tickets are needed for them. However, there are daily necessities, decorations, new snacks, and drinks. Oh, so we can't get a large plus toy.
You want one?
Usually that's what you look at first, right?
Not really. I'm here on vacation. So how can I even bring one home? If you want it, that's different. I'll even pay for the price difference.
Don't dawdle, choose one quickly. The gate's about to close.
Then If you don't mind, I recommend this one.
The assistant holds up a dark blue box. She opens it and insides a pair of bracelets, beautifully ornamented. They have some subtle pattern differences, but overall they look about the same.
Oh, not bad.
This is the most popular item for couples. What do you think?
Couples? But we're not a couple. In terms of cooperative value, I could consider it.
Oh, I'm sorry. You two get along so well, and I thought...
Don't worry about it. What should I choose? 9?
You want something with commemorative value? Want to choose something peculiar? Leave a deeper impression? How about that one? Or a nearby plush toy? It's a strange looking bear. Though it's brown color, typical bears, has pink patches all over its body. There's a slight disharmony. Overall, it has a dark hue, but wears a golden bell that attracts a lot of attention. Its design is strange. While it's not ugly, it's not cute either. It doesn't look like kids would like it. The tenant looks surprised, but she takes the bear from her shelf anyway. The bell on the bear's neck starts ringing lightly. She then places it in front of us. Now I can look more closely. The bear is in doll size. It's quite decent.
Are you sure you want this one? What do you think?
I have a good feeling about it.
Huh? Are you sure?
Seeing her doubtful expression, I decided to give her a little push. After all, I don't dislike this bear. It feels like a rare toy.
That's true.
I think so too. The design looks unique. You can't easily forget it after seeing it. You can find it in other shops, and I don't recall seeing it on the internet either. Maybe because it's not as cute.
Perhaps?
In that case, this bear has value, considering its rarity.
Oh,
Why does the attendant look so puzzled? Thinking about it, I've never seen such a bear anywhere else. However deep within my memories, it feels like I have.
Alright, then let's exchange the tickets for bear hair.
Just letting you know, there will be no refunds after exchanging.
The system makes this point really clear. So many people exchange tickets for this bear, but later return for refunds.
No problem. The stranger the better. Something to remind me of today. It'd be better be something really unique.
Then thank you.
Now I understand why many people returned it. At first I thought it was because of its appearance. However, there's a simpler reason. After leaving the arcade and building, the bell on the bear's neck rings like mad. Looks like both of us can already guess what the other's thinking. We can't return it now. It is just a bear, after all. Maybe I should say something good about it. The ringing sounds practical.
In what way?
Can be used as an alarm to warn of approaching dangers. Or to feel a glare aimed at me before I can finish my sentence. I mean, you can hand it on the door. When a visitor comes, it immediately lets you know. You can also use it as decoration.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Right.
I want to put it in my room, though. I like the design.
That won't do.
Why?
See, does the bell ring even a little movement? She shakes the bear, indeed, makes a loud ringing noise.
And what about that?
The bell rings at night. It's been moving around. Like telling its owner that it's coming for you. Like that? I just made it up. I want to point out that it's from a popular movie. However, she doesn't say anything. Instead, the ringing sound becomes more violent. I look at her to see that she's trying to remove the bell. After a few seconds, though, the bell is still stuck. Looks like it can't be removed. I feel a pointed glare aimed at me. Alright, I'll just ignore it.
I'll consider your suggestion. Hanging it on the door.
At the same time, she looks at the bear. The ringing sound changes subtly as it gets farther away. Once again, I sense that strong discord. Under that smile, what is she hiding? I continue to feel curious. Her actions, personality, there's so many unknowns.
Oh, this bear. Doesn't it look familiar?
Think so too? This bear might not be that unique after all. Should keep that thought to myself though. Alright, I won't say anything.
It's about time, right?
True. I go to work tomorrow.
I'm sorry about today, but thank you for keeping me company.
I had a lot of fun too. Don't forget about this feedback for script.
Of course.
Tomorrow then, since I'm not sure what time I'll finish work. Just in case, let's exchange numbers.
How unfortunate. I didn't bring my phone.
You left at the hotel?
No, I didn't bring it to Taipei.
Huh? Really?
Yes.
You came to Taipei without bringing your phone. Aren't you worried about getting lost or being inconvenienced?
I can just ask someone if I have questions. Also,
Takes a booklet from her bag. She opens it.
I brought a map.
What kind of ancient traveler are you?
Isn't it more fun traveling like that?
Anyway, I'll make sure to arrive around 7.
I'll look forward to it.
After saying goodbye, head to our MRT. Oh, the bell! So when I suddenly recalled that bear's origins. I watched an American cartoon show as a kid. That bear is one of the characters. The bell on its neck was most noticeable. Very unforgettable. No wonder I couldn't remember before. Only when that bell kept ringing did I suddenly remember. Also, I remember writing some stories based on this character. I could still tell her how now if she was here. Of course, though, she isn't. Though my ears still hear the ringing of that distant bell, she's long gone. As though she doesn't exist, vanishing from this world. Astonishing. This thought comes to mind. It's quite astonishing. Maybe I'm being weird. I've probably been watching too many shows like that one. I'll tell her about the bear the next time I see her. With that, turn around and head to the MRT. A yawn, indicating that today is over. That year, she turned 16. She's at the age where she should be caring about her appearance and socializing with others. Age when everything in the world should pique her curiosity. Discovering all this world has to offer, any mistake or embarrassment would be forgiven and laughed away. That's what teenagers look forward to, all their youth and energy. However, she was different. She kept on to the promise she had made to herself 6 years ago. To search for her father, to protect her grandma. That's what she vowed to do. Spent all her childhood years studying to reach that goal. Before the sun would rise every morning, she would leave home. She would study at the church in the city. In the evening, she would go to the nearby stall for work. Finally, she would head home before night arrived. This was the daily routine. As she wanted to save money, she didn't live in the city's dormitory. Instead, she asked kind-hearted merchants for rides out of the city. However, there were times she had to walk back home by herself. Still, she had no regrets. After all, she had someone important waiting for her. Her grandma, her only relative, was there. Every night, her grandma would wait for her to come home. The girl would look forward to seeing her grandma's face. This was their one salvation in their lives up until then. Relying on each other for support, warmth, and hope. Day after day. Even the seasons changed, their connection would remain. The one thing that kept changing was that the girl kept growing, no longer wearing that childish face she once had. Her grandma kept getting older, her black hair gradually changing to grayish white. We're both aware that these days wouldn't last forever. That girl, 16, made another promise to herself. She had to succeed so her grandma could live a wonderful life. That's why. Alright, I'm heading out now.
Oh, you're leaving early today too.
Yeah, meeting someone.
I hope that's not a fictional character.
You really don't know me. We should find some time and get to know each other better.
I'm just kidding. Don't be so harsh. But are you satisfied with the amount of progress? Didn't the client add more requirements just this morning?
Shouldn't be a problem. If I'm stressed for time, I can make up for it during the weekend. So with an acceptable time frame.
Okay. I'll leave you to it. You should relax on Christmas Eve. Don't work too hard.
I'll be going then. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Get on the MRT schedule at 6:30. Looks like I'll arrive in Simending earlier than expected. Thinking about it, I've been leaving work this early for the past 2 or 3 days. No, it's not early. It's the normal time to get off work. During this peak hour, though, the sea of people is suffocating. Looks like getting off work late has its advantages. To deal with crowds. After barely being able to squeeze myself into a compartment, I take out my phone. I was about to pass the time with it. I suddenly noticed my own reflection on the screen. Usually, I wouldn't be bothered by my reflection. However, today, I can't help taking a closer look. It's a tired and conflicted expression. I tend to put on my usual face, but it doesn't feel right. I can't deny it. Because of her. I've been thinking about her since last night. Besides her name being Tina, know nothing about her. Although having been with her, it feels like I've known her for years. We've only known each other for 48 hours, but it doesn't feel like there's a gap between us. We agreed to see her today without giving it much thought. It's a bit I'm looking forward to it. Because of her, I experienced the power of coffee for the first time. Even now, I can still feel its effects. Coffee really that powerful? I finally understand why so many people want a cup in the morning. Is this love at first sight? Or am I just curious about the opposite sex? Is this the final child becoming a mage? thoughts wander to fantasy world, which banishes my nervousness. However, I admit that I have expectations of her. After all, she was the first person ever to read my script with such an intense focus. Frank.
Shimen. The next station is Shimen.
As the announcement was made, I exit with the crowd. Anxiety heightens with every advancing step. Thinking about it, this is the first time girls asked me out. However, she did tell me that she only did so out of guilt. She wants to finish reading a script. That's just what she wanted me to hear, though. I figured that much out. I considered the possibility that this could be a scam. Immediately, though, I dismissed that thought. You feel guilty to have such a thought. The refreshing smile doesn't seem sinister to me. Of course, I may be too naive, lacking the life experience to tell if a person is being truthful. If I do end up getting deceived by her smile, my life would forever be painted with legendary colors. Afterwards, a piercing frosty breeze returns me to reality.
I'm here now.
I hear a familiar voice from afar. After getting off the escalators, I quickly find the direction of her voice. Once I see her, my fears and worst expectations immediately disappear. The fatigue of my body vanishes, is replaced by a calm mind. It's incredible. Never felt this way before. I should make a note of it.
Oh, you're early today.
How long have you been waiting?
30 minutes? Just kidding. I just got here and saw you walking out. You feel guilty making me wait for you?
Not really. I just say I might be here after 7.
That's a shame. You answered so quickly. If you'd said yes or waited a few seconds before answering, you'd gotten bonus points, you know.
Don't joke. You're not a little girl anymore. The chance of me being with that kind of girl is slim.
True. However, if you're such a girl in the future, it might be useful. You're good looking. Don't be too down on yourself. You just haven't met the right one yet.
Yes, I'll know. I'll take that to heart, teacher.
Yes, that's the spirit.
Seems like you're totally into it.
That's where the fun is, right?
Her voice sounds relaxed. She stretches her body.
It's almost time. Let's go.
Sure.
Before we go, do you mind?
She stretches out both hands and grabs my right hand. I'm surprised by this sudden act. However, then all I feel is biting cold.
You're definitely a guy. Your hands are so warm, even in this weather. Give me a minute.
She lets go of my hands. I watch as she enters a nearby convenience store. My mind is running around, looking at her with a stunned look. Frozen. That sudden action, all I could think about is how cold her hands were. Did she really just get here?
Sorry for the wait. Here, for you.
She holds out 2 hard drinks from the store, motioning me to take one. The same drink I bought for her yesterday, a latte. I don't say anything. Take one of the drinks and begin a sip. Hot chocolate.
You don't hate sweet drinks, do you?
I actually like them.
Nice. You can't write great stories without sugar. You didn't sleep well last night, did you?
What makes you say that?
You look paler. closer, you even have dark circles. It's not that obvious, that's all.
I find myself instantly touching my face. It's just a reflex when I don't know how to reply.
You can't touch them.
Who knows? Maybe I have that kind of superpower.
Already coming up with new ideas for your story, are you? A superpower to discover dark circles.
Who wants such superpowers?
Who knows? For a girl at the height of her beauty, she'd want to look perfect for everyone, right?
She's like a child, always showing her happy side. Instead of having such a superpower, I'd have one of the attacks when her face becomes red. After all, she's looking straight at me. If I try not to be too conscious about it, my body still feels hot. However, I like this atmosphere. It doesn't feel uncomfortable. Where do you want to go?
Taipei City Mall.
That was quick.
I already heard of the renowned underground mall, being an ACG fan.
Don't mind walking a bit?
Let's go.
Taipei City Mall is the shopping street under Taipei's main train station. From food to everyday items, model toys, and video games, you can find everything. Because of that, even during the week, the crowd shouldn't be underestimated. Taipei's main station, which is just above the underground mall, is especially crowded during this time. Taipei Main Station is the main transportation hub in northern Taiwan. Besides the MRT, is where the high-speed rail, buses, and other public transport intersect. When to relax, best to avoid that area at that time. Because of that, I suggested that we walk there. Also, we're both holding hot drinks. We can walk in towards Taipei Main Station. Walk side by side, enjoying the winter breeze, complemented with a steamy hot drink. This feeling. Is it my first time? So, you order a hot chocolate too?
No, not for me. I'm having the latte you recommended yesterday. This latte helped me sleep really well last night.
In contrast, I couldn't sleep because of her, but I shouldn't say anything. However, dark circles under her eyes don't fade away. Rather, she looks pale too.
Oh, this?
Points to herself and draws a circle around her eyes.
I did bring it up. No wonder you noticed. A couple of days before I headed here, I was just so excited that I couldn't sleep.
Are you like a child just before getting ready for a hiking trip?
I suppose it felt like that. Having said that, Jimeng Station are... This grammar's killing me. Having said that, Jimeng Station, are there always so many people?
It's like that for exit number 6. Everyone uses it as a meeting place.
No wonder. It seems crowded all the time.
All the time. You never have any plans in the morning?
Why are you asking?
Yeah, plans. You probably want to rest now, right?
No, I didn't do anything special. I just go wherever I want, rest when I feel like it. It's the best way for me to unwind. As I said yesterday, it's more fun to go out with someone rather than by myself.
That's true.
Right. That's why I have lots of energy for tonight.
If you say so.
Oh, you don't like going out with me? Yes, you must be tired after work. Now you're getting dragged around by a strange lady.
You're pretty self-aware. I'm just kidding. I'm really not. I'm happy to go out with you.
I have a feeling you're going to get played one day.
We get played by such a beautiful lady. I'll be happy to fall victim.
Stop that. Being flirty. It doesn't suit you.
Oh. It's not every day to say something from TV drama. You immediately reject it?
Oh, so you watch TV dramas too?
It's sometimes.
Do you also draw inspiration from them?
Uh-huh. TV dramas are one of them. Anything that can broaden my thinking. Read different kind of books too. It's unfortunate I haven't had a chance to travel, to see the world. If I can step foot on another land, that'll help me more than reading.
That's an amazing thought.
Nope, I'm just saying. I started right because of something that happened when I was a child. However, I haven't had much success yet. Like chasing the stars, the harder you chase, the farther they move away. You never close the gap between them. Think about it often, I guess that's what you call my limitation.
You haven't given up yet, right?
You say I'm grasping at straws. I don't give up on creative writing after all. It does make me happy if it doesn't go my way. I'm sorry. How do we stumble onto this topic? Just treat it as small talk. Don't take it too seriously.
Is that so? That's not what I think. At least, you're staying on your path. Words can convey what's in your heart. Every word, sentence, paragraph, they all give off a different mood. Words don't lie because their meanings remain the same throughout time. Your words, they aren't poetic, but they deeply reflect the human condition. Maybe it's true that we can't chase after the brightest, most vivid star. It's just how it is. But why not stop for a moment and appreciate your surroundings? Don't let the brightest star stop you from appreciating the other bright spots. Maybe you can find a twinkle that you can move towards.